Welcome back. Yeah, in today's episode, we are going to work on the sidebar and making everything responsive and working on our sidebar to look like this. Okay, we're just going to work on our sidebar so that we can just move on. And before we do that, I just want to make some few announcements concerning you guys, what you have been commenting out. First of all, I'm so happy and I'm so glad. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you up to this point we have reached. So the first announcement is that I'm just going to continue with the inventory management system. So you guys continue to ask for the inventory management system. You want us to continue, and I want to promise you that we are going to continue with the inventory management system. So I will be producing alongside with the e-commerce. So we are going to have the e-commerce, we'll have the inventory management system. Moving on, I'm just going to continue the inventory management system, and it is all you guys, and thank you for your support. We are just going to continue working on those two projects. And then thirdly, there is another playlist someone commented, and they are still waiting, the one we made about I think it was about building the UI components. I'm just also going to produce the last episode. Okay, we made 2 episodes, and there was one bit that was not finalized very well. I will create an episode completing that project and brushing it very well off, so that you guys, you can actually continue sharing your snippets and we can have them on board. So we'll have that one, and I will also put that the UI component, I will also link the link onto the website. It will be under resources. I'm just going to start populating this website with pages. Right now most of them are not working, but soon enough I'm just going to start putting content. And yeah, then there is this the code mentor. I will talk about the code mentor later on, but those ones who have signed up for this one, you will again I will sign you in on this code mentor newsletter. And the code mentor is going to be the newsletter for our school. It will involve all the things, code snippets, all the nice things that you expect. I will be helping you to be a good developer. We'll be talking about many things, and I will also be sending you some guides about some things. So there will be a lot of things coming up. Okay, so that are the big announcements. And then I think is the course is being worked on, so I'm working on the course. So you guys, you can still go ahead and join the waiting list. We just sometimes I forget to put the link, but the link is always here on the YouTube. When you come here and you come on these links, you can see these links. There is one link that you can just check down here, which is just the courses waiting list. Okay, yeah, so that is the announcements. Otherwise we are moving on so well, and I like the morale. We are still having more systems to build, and I want also to put it clear, the TypeScript is going to come along in just like a near future, but right now I just want you guys to feel very comfortable. Okay, feel very comfortable with getting all these troubles building these applications. But the thing is, when you go to TypeScript, like when you have not mastered JavaScript, I don't think it's a good thing. Just like let's just like first master like JavaScript. I'm just having one of the episodes. I will have a crash course on TypeScript. Okay, I will have a crash course on TypeScript, and then yeah, we shall start using it in our apps. The way I did with Tailwind, if you check on my channel, all the first videos were not using Tailwind. Okay, we're using SAS. We first used SAS for some good number of videos, and then later on we shifted to tailwind, as you can see that. So even this one, let's first do some good videos in just JavaScript, and then later on we just shift to TypeScript. Okay, so let's just jump in and continue with today's video. Okay, so this is what we have on the actual site, and this is what we have built so far. Okay, I really like what we have achieved already. We are not going to put this language, okay, just going to leave it just like that. The only thing I'm just going to focus on today is just like putting the links, okay. Just going to work on putting the links, make it look nice and all that kind of stuff. Then another person asked me how I solved the layout thing. Actually, there was no big thing I fixed. The only thing I'm just going to show you in a second. Someone asked about in the first episode we finished when this layout was not fixed, where we had this navbar, and then with this one, and these icons were just like hidden this side. If that is what you are asking, the only thing, if you check in our layout, so back, and then you check in this layout, here is the layout. Really, there is nothing I did. There is the flex. So you can see I have a div of flex, and in this div I have two things. I have the sidebar and this main. So you can see this is the sidebar, which is this one, and then I have this whole entire thing which contains the header and also the main. So if you just check inside here, I have the navbar, and you can see I have LG. We just want this one to be only on LG. LG ML, that is margin left, 60, which is equivalent to the width of the sidebar. If you check, the width of the sidebar is, I think, 60. Let's just check in a second. So this one, you can see it has width of 60. That's why we are doing LG. We are doing LG 60. LG ML 60 here. And then on the small screen, of course, we don't want this one. Then we use it. I use the flex grow instead of using width is full. I just change this to flex grow, and this is the same as width is full almost. Only that this one means that occupy as much space as you can. Okay, so when this goes to 0, this one will occupy 100%. Okay, and that's all. And then I have on this, we had seen this. Now on the navbar, let me just go for a second in the navbar. Okay, so as you can see in the navbar, we have only thing that put those icons back was this thing I added, the padding right of 20 rem. Okay, the padding right of 20 rem, and that's the only thing I just added onto this. Okay, so having that right on the way, that's good. So what we want first of all is to work and we make everything look somehow nice. So first of all, we'll have a logo on top here. Okay, now I'm just going to have this logo. I can just actually use this very one for the testing purposes. Let me just save it, and then we shall start working on this sidebar. Okay, just going to save this. Logo dark. Okay, I'm just going to save that. Let me just go here, Ctrl C, just open this fabric, and let me just paste it here in the fabric. Okay, so we have this logo here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see how we can add it. So I'm just going to open the sidebar. I'm just going to open and we start working on our sidebar. And it seems like our sidebar width is still just like really, yeah, not the width is somehow still small. I'm just going to shift the width just in a second. I'm just going to start with the sidebar here. So you can just shift the width a little bit. I don't know, after this, can we have 80? Is 80, let me just see what 80 does. Let me just first see what 80 does. Okay, so this is the 80. I think 80 is too big. Okay, I'm just going to try 70 something, 72. Okay, just see, write 72 and let's see 72. Yep, let's see. Okay, 72 looks like about 60 something, 60. There is 64. Let's look at 64. Yep, that's how 64 looks like. But I think we can just work with that. Okay, we can just work with 64. After 64, I think there is it is actually only 64. Otherwise, let me see the 70s. The next one is 72. 72 looks like it is really big. Let's just go with 64. Okay, so when you put here 64, you have to go back to the layout here and then change this one to 64. Okay, as simple as that. So this is going to line up. Yep, so you can see how it has lined up very well. So this is our let's just go ahead and now work on to this. Okay, first of all, these icons, these ones, they have, okay, they have icons. Let's start with the logo on top. So I will just go to this logo, and if you see, they have a uniform padding this side. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it here this sidebar. Close this. Close this. Providers, just close this. Okay, just close this. Okay, so just go back to the sidebar, and then here on top we have the logo. So I'm just going to say we can just do image from next image, just like that. And I can just come here and I say import logo from, let's see, dot. Okay, fabric, and then we have this as logo dark. Okay, we'll replace it with ours in the near future. Okay, just have this. So here, just simply come and say src. Okay, src, we have here logo. and then we have the alt. So you're just going to put the logo, and then I'm just going to say alt, and then I'm just going to put also the class name. Okay, I'm just going to add the class name just in case we want to give it that. Let's see if this shows up anywhere. Okay. Okay, so it is there. I'm just going to go ahead, first of all, give some padding here. So here we had only this padding p3. I'm just going to say px of 4, maybe yes, say px of 6 and py of 4. Let's first see that. Okay, so it has shifted, and I think that is enough. Okay, I think that is enough padding this side. Let's just work on the logo. The logo, we could just give the width here. So let's say width is, let me first see if I just say width is full, and I do that if it shifts to this one. Okay, that's look like, I think like too big. How about width? It can't be width a half. Okay, we can just look at the entire width is 64. We can give also something that can be suitable here. Okay, or we can decide with the, let's just say width. Okay, let me just look at 50s. Let me first try 52, and I see. Okay, just try in 30s. Let's try with this 36 and see. Okay, 36 is the right one, so we are going with 36. We are going with 36. Let's move down, and let's add some margin bottom on this logo here. We can just merge something in, maybe I think this is too big. Let's just try 12, and it seems like it is not working. Okay, this margin bottom is not working. Let's just try here margin top. Just see what, nothing to do with margins is working, by the way. That is weird. Let me see. Yes, just a second, and we see. Okay, I'll just figure out that one. Sorry. They just move on, so that we have the logo right now, and I'll just change the logo. You might just not find here. I'll just get the actual logo we'll be using. I might put it there. So, but right now, just work with this one. I'm just going to start putting the icons. So the dashboard has no other pages like this one. I'm just going to add this. Okay, so now I'm just going to go onto this one and I get the icons. Let me first open my Lucid icons, and I have the one for the layout, and we have these layout, and we have this layout grid. I'm just going to use this layout grid for the dashboard. So this one is going to be, so cut this, and inside I'm just going to add a span. So we'll have layout layout grid. Okay, and then I will have a span of this, and then I'm just going to go ahead and give a class name of flex. Okay, just going to have a class name of flex items center and space x of 3. Let's look at that. Just going to bring these icons nearby and let's see. Okay, the icon is there. Okay, and let's just go and see. Okay, and then we have of course the active class. That one just looks pretty, right? Okay, and then it seems like on each of these it has some padding. I just add padding of y maybe 2. Okay, and then let's just see. And it seems like this one, the padding that is on this is on an individual item, because if you just click on like customers, you see like this border right shifts here, and the fact that this border right comes at extreme edge means that this is entirely the padding onto this. It is on the padding is on the entire item. So instead, this padding we have here. Okay, I'm just going to just simply put this onto every link. Okay. Oh, I was putting the margin on just one item like this. Just a second. I'm just going to, okay, just a second. This padding is supposed to be on an item, and instead of this px, just like this, let's add this. Now for the padding y, I think this is big. Let's just stick with 2. But the px, so this goes back to this. You can see these items shift back to this. Okay, but then you see this one now. If I show, for instance, if I just say border, if I give this border left, and remember I just give it border green 600. So if I do that, you'll see that this is touching here, and I can just make this maybe You could just make this one to be like 2. Let's see. Maybe 4. Let's see. Okay, so you can see this, and you can see here. Okay, you can see that is the sort of that we have here. But this one looks small. Okay, let's just see, the padding looks like much than that, but let's stick with this one. Let me see. Yeah, so what I'm just going to do is this class name, it will just going to be on all of them. Okay, it is going to be on all of them. So just come here. So we have these links. Others have this drop down, more especially actually this catalog. We could just leave it under catalog, just like that. Okay, but we could also put it outside, like there is nothing much here, but just like stick with this one. Leave it inside like this. Okay, I'm just going to go to that in a second. So simply duplicate this. Okay, and just where we have catalog, I'm just going to replace here, and then put here catalog. Just put catalog there, and this one for now is going to be a button, and you will see why. Okay, let's first continue with all others. I will work on this in a second. Okay, just continue with others. Okay, we have customers. So here we have customers. Okay, then we have markets. We have here markets, and then we have the farmers. Farmers. Then we have the orders. Do we have orders here? Yep. Then we have our stuff. We have here our stuff. Okay, and then we have settings. Okay, and then of course we have the online store. And they just have like this online store. Okay, so far this is what we have. Okay, so just go ahead and first of all put different icons. Okay, and I feel like we can just like put them in a map. I don't know if it is really necessary to go ahead and we just, because if you think about it, it is only this one which has this the stuff. Okay, is only one link that has that has that. But we could just go ahead and just like leave it like that. But if we just want, we could just like go ahead and we put in an array and then we map through them. I don't know if that one makes sense. Okay, for now let me just work on just like working on them. We have this Hoover. Let me just first go ahead and put the icons. So here we have the catalog. We have this one for, if we just say like logo, it is Slack. So you can just come here and you choose Slack. So here, catalog, let's put Slack. Okay, and just go ahead. The next one is customers, so just put the users. So yeah, I think these users, let me see. Yep, users too. So we can just go ahead here, we put users, just like that. Next is order, and this one looks like campus. Is it campus or what? Just like that. What is that icon? Let me check. It is on what? Orders. We could just use like shipment or something. Orders. We just put here like a delivery or whatever. Let me just put this like track. Okay, for orders. Where orders we have market source and farmers. Just gonna say track. Then we have markets. How about a building? I just use this. We have theater, building. We have factory. School. We have where I just use this warehouse. Okay, for the market, I just use warehouse. Okay, then we have farmers. Oh, okay. There is a tractor. And this one was campus. Actually, yesterday it was compass. Okay, then from yeah, we could just see it is still a user, but I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to put this, I think. We could just get any icon here right now. Since we have already used this user 2, we can just use this user square. I'm just going to use user square. User square 2, and that is the farmers. Then we have audit orders, and then here we have staff. Okay, we have staff. Okay, we have one, so just going to use user 2 or user, just say user. I'm just going to use user icon there. Then we have settings. Then we have online. Just so I put it like in. We can have that icon of network. I think it's network. Okay, I'm just going to say link. Just going to use this external link here. External link. Okay, so we have all the icons now populated. Okay, we have all the icons. What is this? Okay, we have this icon now. Okay, so we have all our icons looking amazing. Now, apart from catalog and dashboard, these first two links, all of the remaining ones, I think I'm going to map them. Okay, I think all of the all others, I'm just going to map them. Yep, I'm just going to map them. So I'm just going to say here, for a second, I'm just going to go on the sidebar, const sidebar links is equal to an array, and then here inside here we can have the title, and then we can also have down here the icon. Okay, just like that. So sidebar links, we're just going to have them just like that. Add a comma here, and let's add something here. Let's start with 1 by 1. After the catalog, we have these users, so just copy that users. I'm just going to copy the icon for the customers. So here you have for the customers, and then here we have the icon as user 2. Duplicate this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have these customers, and you can just go ahead and remove this. Then we have warehouse for the markets. Warehouse for the markets. Okay, then let's just go and see. So the markets. So we have this for farmers. Okay, farmers. Just like that. Then we have track for orders. We have track for orders. Orders. And then we have our staff, user for our staff. Okay, and then next is settings. And then just like put this. Okay, and then they just go ahead, and then I have the last one, which is just going to actually map through, which is the online store. So this one is the online store, and then just going to have here this external link. Okay, so just quickly map through them. Just going to copy this. I'm just going to put here a map, just like sidebar links.map. Okay, so just get an item with index, and then we can just quickly go ahead and return this link. First put the key as index. So this one they have to have even also the href. So here it will be item dot href. Okay, and then we have the icon. Okay, and here we can just say const icon is equal to item dot icon. Okay, and then we can just use this icon here. You can just use this icon here, just like that. And then here we have the item, the title. Okay, and then what it is, we need to define this href. So what you can just do is, okay, we can just go ahead and put href, just like that. This one is going to be slash customers. Okay, just copy this, slash markets. Okay, slash farmers. It is how to be dash. It is just on the dashboard. So this is going to be slash dashboard. Okay, it's just going to be on the dashboard. Just prefix that. This one just going to be dashboard orders. Dashboard stuff. Okay, dashboard settings. Okay, and then for the store is going to be on the slash. Okay, so just like that, we have them here. Let's just first see if we have any troubles so far. Refresh, see if we have any troubles. Nope. So the only first thing you're just going to do is removing this one should be only on the active class. Okay, and I'm just going to work on the active class right now. So first of all, let's get use router. So on top here, I'm just going to say const use router. So I'm just going to say const router. I just say const path name. Path name is equal to use path name. Actually, use path name, just like that. So this path name is going to give us the path name. Remember to make, if you're using use path name, you're just going to make this one use client, and we don't have a logout button. We need to put a logout button there. I don't know if we should also make it fixed. If you just look at this logout button, it is also fixed, but just like if we had a scrollable here, I just put this logout button down. So at the end of this, I'm just going to put here a button. Okay, and just say logout. Just going to style it in a second. It also has the icon of actually logout. Yep, so there is this icon of logout. So I'm just going to see logout, and then we can have this span of logout. Okay, so we have it just like that. That's great. The icon is nowhere to be seen. Okay, so just give here this. I think we can just give this same stuff here. Just a class name and just give this here. Okay, so you have this logout. Just going to give it you could just give it more stuff like bg, since we are using just say like here 600 So just say like rounded. Let's first look at it. Okay, so for it is not having this, so you can't just put in a sort of like a div, so you can just have it in a div. Okay, I just have this button in the div, so this padding, okay, I can first put this padding outside in the div, and then we can just give it also its own px, or maybe 3 and padding y of 2. Let's see. Okay, just like that. Just go ahead and just say this one 6. Okay, and then just say here padding y, just like maybe it's 3. I don't know if that is too much. And drop this back to 600. Okay, so you have the logout button. We can just first go with that. This one looks really massive, but I think we can simply go with that. Okay, just first go with that. Now we just implement the active class. First of all, this one we have to first remove it from this border is going to be only for the ones that cut off this. So just going to have here a condition here. So just going to have a condition of saying if the item dot href, if item dot href is equal to path name. Okay, if this is true, okay, then we could just have this, and then if it is false, we can just also have another one. So this one is, which one we can just give it the border L4, and then we say border green 600. Let's first see that. So right now there shouldn't be any having, then there is, we are going to put the same condition, this class name, we have to compare this also on the dashboard. So just change this dashboard to this. Okay, and then for this catalog, you don't know if we need to, we can just leave out the catalog. Item not defined. Okay, so here for this, for the dashboard, we don't have this to compare this. We have to compare this. Here is going to be slash dashboard. Okay, we just have to see here if How do we compare this? Here you could just say if the path name is equal to, if the path name is equal to / dashboard. Yep. Just like that. Let's check here. Okay, we're just going to remove it from the catalog. So the catalog, we can just remove this. Will have its own logic, I guess. But right now you said the active one is the dashboard, and even the color changes. So just go on this. Okay, even the text changes to that. I think we should just go with green or lime. Let me see. I don't know why it is not refreshing. Okay, let me just have this as lime, and I see lime like 500. Okay, I think this is just nice. Then even this one, if I make this lime 600, and I don't know if that is just like enough, but if you click on this the customers, you can see the customer, this shifts to the customers here, the same thing to the markets. Okay, let's just go ahead, add the same thing. Let's first work on this, the dashboard, and we see if it is okay. Just make this so 500, and then this border 4 pixels. I don't know if 4 pixels is big enough to be noticed. Seems like it is less. Let me see here, what do I have? We have up to 8. Let's just try 8 and see how big it can go. Okay, so we have this. Looks like it is big enough. Let's just go and copy this, and let's take this to this one. Okay, so you can see we are on customers, markets, okay, farmers, and yeah, so you can just like we are changing. And the good thing is that if we are not happy with this, in the future we can modify it. Okay, we can just like modify this. I don't have orders yet. We have to create this also, the orders page. Now I just work on the catalog. First of all, for the catalog, I'm just going to go to this catalog. So while we have this catalog, just going to first of all change this to button. Okay. Secondly, you can remove the href, and then another thing you can just do is just going to add a third icon. So we have the these. I'm just going to cut them and put them in a flex, just like this. And then I will have the chevron. I'm just going to have here another icon, which is chev. Okay, chev, this chev right. So I'll just have another icon here, which is going to be chev right, chevron. Right. Okay. Let's see how this looks like. Okay, and then for this one, just simply copy this item center space X and just put here. Okay, so now the only thing you just put on this one is going to be justified between, and I think that's supposed to be, let me see. Okay, so if you think about it, I don't think you have to push it that far. You just remove this. We can stay with space X. Maybe we just increase it to this time to 6. Let's see. Yep, so that one is the right space. So now the only thing you just need to do is adding the drop down, and I'm just going to use this from shard. So you can just come here to shard. And just go to components, and specifically you want this the drop down, so you can scroll here. Okay, just scroll here to drop down, the drop down menu. We have this one, so just go to installation. We already have shard installed, so we only install this. Copy this command, and you just come to copy for npm. Just scroll here, add a new terminal, and on this terminal I'm just going to install this. Okay. Okay, just going back on the usage, go down here and let's copy this. Okay, just copy that and just go take it to where we need it. We need it into this one. Minimize the import here. Let's import them on top here. Meanwhile, as we're waiting for this one to install, okay, then the usage will have something like this. Okay, just copy this like that, and I'm just going to go down here where we have this catalog, just right above here. Just going to add this. Okay, so we have the drop down menu, and then we have the trigger. So the trigger in this case is going to be this this button exactly the way it is going to be the trigger. So just come here where is trigger and put this button, and then down here we have the drop down menu content. We don't need this separator right now, and this one we have the item, and in this item is where we put this link. So just come and put this link here. Let me copy the one for just copy this. Okay, just inside here I'm just going to add this. Okay, now these links we're just also going to put them in a map actually. Okay, if you think about them, they are in also, they have also the this way like an icon. So I'm just going to put them in a map. Okay, so I'm just going to have to duplicate this, and I'm just going to say const, and these ones I'm just going to call them catalog links. Catalog okay, so you have the catalog links, and the first one we have is the products. So we have here products, they have an icon and an href. Okay, so this one is going to be like dashboard products. Okay, and then we have categories, and then these ones are going to have categories, dashboard categories, and we have attributes and coupons. We also have the sliders, categories, we have attributes. Okay, this one is going to be also on attributes. Okay, the spelling of attributes, how do I write the spelling of attribute? This is double T, attributes. And then lastly we have the, what do we have? We have coupons. We have coupons. Here coupons. And then I think we can also have the sliders. So home, the store sliders or slides, you can just see here slides or sliders, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so these remaining ones, just remove them. Okay, so instead what we're just going to do is, instead of putting just like this, where is it, this item here is just going to be in a map. So just cut this and remove all these other ones. I'm just going to map through here, just going to say catalog links dot map, and then we have the item. Okay, and then we have this return, then we have this. Okay, So here we have this href, and this is going to be item.href. So just see here item.href. Then this we can just go ahead. We will give them some sort of, let's first give this item.href here. If item here, just it is item.href, and then here we have item.title. Item.title, just like that. Let's see what we have so far. Okay, so you just click on this. Oh guys, this isn't supposed to be like this. Sorry for that. Instead of the drop down, we want this. Sorry guys, we installed the wrong component. Actually, we already have this. The drop down menu, I think we already have it. Sorry. It's supposed to be collapsible, if I'm not mistaken. It's supposed to be collapsible like this. Okay, so just come here, just copy this, we installed a long one. Nevertheless, let's just go ahead and install this one, and instead we're just going to import this. Supposed to be collapsible, not the drop down. If you wanted, you could use the drop down, but that's not the suitable one there. Just going to go on top here where I have all this. Okay, just replace it with this one, and then I have to change this one. So we have changed this to collapsible. So I'm just going to go to our map down here. So this one is going to be the collapsible. Collapsible, and then there is collapsible trigger. So this one is the trigger, collapsible trigger. So it is collapsible trigger, and then of course we have collapsible content. Collapsible content here. So inside the content, instead of having this, now you're going to have the link without the drop down item. So just remove this and like that, and let me just drop this down. Yeah, so we have now collapsible trigger, which is our button, and then collapsible content, which are these links here. Let's just see what we have so far. Sorry, let's just go to this side. We still have the same thing. If I click right now, okay, so you have these links now. First of all, we have to change this somehow. We have to give again padding to this collapsible content. So just give you a class name. So if I just select px3, maybe padding left, I don't know, but let me just see what this will do. Okay, you can see it has added some padding here. We could add more padding left. We could say px and then pl of 6. Okay, Let's check that out. Okay, so it has really pushed them somehow inside. And how about the BG? So if we just change the BG here, BG slate maybe 800. We are already using 700. Let me just see if we put 800. Okay, let's first see here how it looks like. Okay, so we have that, and that means like we have first of all the padding on this whole thing, the collapsible. So this we have here. Okay, this we have here. We have to first copy this to this whole collapsible class name. Let's give this padding. I think now we can remove this one. Let's first look at that. We already have it on the trigger though. Okay, let's just see what is going to happen. Okay, so this is not what we want. Want this to be only here, so you can just remove it from you can remove px from here. Let's see. Okay, so we have now this sort of coming to near that. First of all, let's change the text font size and the icons, everything. So for this here, the links, want first change this to change this text SM. Let's first see that, and this, let me just have the class name here of width 4h4. Okay, let's just see what we have here. Okay, let's just compare with this. So still we have to have enough padding, and just say sort of like here on this trigger. Okay, just imagine bottom of 3. Let's first see. And let me see. No, it is not necessary. Okay, it is not necessary. The only thing we just want to see is sort of rounded. Yep, so it is rounded. Rounded. Where is it? So the collapsible content is rounded. Rounded. And then another thing we just need to do is that after rounding it, we can have also the padding is too much here. Maybe we do 1. Okay, that's okay, but just like the padding is Okay, so to this whole thing we can just also add some padding y of maybe 3. Let's see. Okay, so this looks okay. So we have the catalog which has these other things. So the first thing is that we can just put like different icons. Okay, I'm just going to put different icons, but let's first work on the active. So if we have, for instance, products, I think we already have this page for the products. Okay, so if you just select here products, and you can see the active actually goes there, but we don't want the active to be that. So the active, we're just going to remove this border thing. You can remove this border, but we can just leave the text, change the color. Okay, we can just leave the text, change the color. Yep, so you can just know we are on the products. If you go to categories, we are on categories. Now it would be good if also the category like this we changed its stuff, but like changing here and then like we change here, but just like leave it just like that. You could just go ahead and you put this onto we could compare for all these ones that are inside, but just leave it only onto this one, these ones only. Okay, so I think right now we are good. The only thing is that we have to change the icons. So here we could just like leave only one icon, but why not? You can just like put each item to have a different. Here you can just have like this one, like maybe boxes for the products. I don't know. For the products, I'm just going to have these boxes. So you can just go here and you can first say boxes to import this, and then you can now remove it. Boxes, let's make sure it has been imported somewhere in the icons. Okay, then we have the categories. Categories, we can have them as, we just also give this layout. We can just have these as categories. They just put the one for the layout list. Okay, so here I'm just going to see layout list. Okay, just remove this, and then we have attributes. We can just use these ones. Bring to front, it is send to back. I just use that send to back. Send it to back. Then we have the coupons. what can we use as coupons? Okay, we have coupons. Can just use this scan search, whatever. I'm just going to use it here, scan search. Okay, just come here, scan search. Okay, and finally you have the sliders, and just see here we can just use them as the layers. I saw just here monitor. Just going to use monitor play. Just here, just going to use monitor. Monitor play. Okay, so I'm just having this, and they just go and put these icons down here. So here we're just going to have the icon, and then this icon we're just going to see, first of all, give the key here, and then come here and say const, not inside the return, outside the return. Icon is equal to item.icon. Okay, it should be now good to go. Okay, so we have this so far. Okay, that's good. Now if this was, you can see it changes the icon. I don't know if we are supposed to change that. Okay, let me first go to the console and see something. So on the console, if for instance, I don't know if you can attach like the on click. That would be really weird. Okay, if for instance, if I just said here on click, and I just run here like console.log clicked. Okay, if I do that, I don't know if that is going to affect the, oh, it worked. Okay, so that means we can just say here const open set open. Okay, you could just say open menu or whatever, I don't know. Open menu, set open menu is equal to use state, and you could just start with false. by default is not open, and you could just say here set to true. So instead of console, we can just call this function set open menu to true, and then we can just show here this chevron depending on what is open. So just say here if it is open menu is, if this is true, just show this icon. Then here I'm just going to say let's show this icon. Just get another icon, the chevron down, chevron down. So if the menu is open, we need to show the chevron down. Okay, let's see if this works out. Okay, just like that. So you can see, oh, okay, so that is really actually expected. So we have to instead of setting this to true, we're just going to set it to the whatever is the inverse of open menu, I guess, just like that. Let's see. So what you just want is, if it was closed, you can see now it's working properly because it just like setting the inverse of whatever is just like previous. Okay, so that one is okay now. Okay, we have that one out of the way, so that's great. Now the only thing I have to work on is now on this this menu right now. On the small screen it has to disappear, so sort of like working on now responsive of this, because the itself looking amazing right now. I like this. I don't know how does this look in the light mode. We have to work on that, but just worry not, we're just going to change in that in a second. Just change like back to light mode. Wow, actually just like in light mode they're already looking awesome. Okay, they're already looking nice. I think it can just simply work just like that. Okay, so what I want right now is working on the responsive. Okay, first of all, when we reduce this, this should disappear. Okay, this one should hide. So since we are actually on the sidebar itself, just going to have this having this tab hidden. So on the small screen it should be like hidden. Okay, and then like we bring it like on SM, like now block. I don't know if it's supposed to be block or something. Just first put block. Okay, so okay, it goes. Okay, we still have this console here, custom data. Just first take off that custom data table somewhere, custom data table. Just simply go to the custom data table and let's remove this console for the data. Okay, just close it. Okay, just go back the sidebar. So the sidebar is now hidden, and now it goes back. Just see this. This is how we're having this horizontal scroll. Is it just how it is? What did I click? Something is not right. Okay, I used to have this stuff working, but I don't know what happened to it. But just going to work on that in a second. So you on this 840, just choose like an iPhone. I think there is no responsive, there is no scroll, but there is something with my, I don't know, something is not right. But you can say on the responsive it goes off. So what you just need is this click of this button, it should bring it back. The click of this should bring it back. Okay, so the way this one works, so you can see you click it and it hides it. Okay, so just going to, so this hidden class is going to be put there dynamically. Okay, it is going to start in the layout. So just go to the layout and I show you. So it will start here from the layout. Because the layout is the one which is having the sidebar, it is the one which is having the boss access to the sidebar and the navbar, and the navbar is the one which is holding the icon. Okay, so we have to be traversing that. So just say here const, okay, const show sidebar. So you can say something like show sidebar set show sidebar. So this one could be is equal to use state, and then we start when it is false. So we start when it is false, and then so these two functions we just going to send them in different places. So this show sidebar, I'm just going to send it to the sidebar because it has to notify the sidebar if it has to notify the sidebar if it should be open or it should be closed. So this one I'm sending it here. Then the set goes to the navbar. So here set show navbar, this one is going to go this side, and since we have done that, we can just make this use client. Okay, so now if you just go to the sidebar, okay, I can first go to the navbar and receive this, and you can have this button now having on click. So on click is just going to run set, okay, set show sidebar to false. Now we have to see if how this one works. If you check it right now, how it works is if you click it and you click it again to brings it, so it also has to have access to the actually the show sidebar. It has to have access to this so that it sets this to the inverse. Okay, it will just set this to the inverse of this. Whatever is present, it will just set it to the inverse. Now with that, we have to also pass this in the layout. We have to make sure which layout, this layout. We have to make sure that we also pass in this to the navbar, so you're not only sending only one, we are sending even this show side by itself. So in the navbar, make sure you are receiving the right one, and it is the one we are putting here. Okay, then now in the, as you can see in the layout, let me close this layout. In this layout, you see that we are sending in the sidebar this show sidebar, which is currently like false. Okay, so just go to the sidebar and then it can just be received here. So receive it there, and then we can start using it here to control more especially this hidden class. So unknown circumstances, we can just check this if set, if show, it is called show sidebar. If this is true, if it is supposed to be seen, we could just put this, and then else we could just show something else. So in the, if this show sidebar is true, that means it should be open, so we remove this hidden. Okay, by the way, by default, so let me see, just like this, hidden SM block. So when this is there, we should just show this. Let's see, I have no idea this. So if you click again, so you can see it is showing up and it is hiding. Now let's first check like this in the responsive mode. So you can see it shows up when it is actually below, like it leaves the navbar and then it goes below. So in the navbar here, let's first look at the navbar. It has a height of 20. Okay, so just going to come here and we see it should have a margin, actually like a margin top, I guess. Margin top of 20, and then we can remove this in, so you can just say log OSM margin top of 0. We could just do something like this to make sure like we just remove it. Okay, yep, so you can see this moves down slightly, only that we also don't want this in the for the logo. So it is the logo. So the logo has this you mean this is working, this margin top? Let me just first remove it and listen. It is not. What is this space? Is that the padding? So for the logo here, for the logo, we can just first leave like that. Okay. And then another thing is, if we click any of these links and the link changes here, is it remains open and want it to close also. So that means also we are going to give it the set. Okay, here just also send this set, just send this set to, also just send this also to the navbar, to the sidebar, sorry, so that it is able also to have that close. So in the sidebar we can just go also and also receive this, and then we can just also have this sidebar. So where we have these links here, one thing you can also do is adding on a click. Okay, and then we can just see if we could set this again to for it to false. I think it's true. Okay, it should hide it. So let's just go and try to click this. Okay. It is not changing it. Set which click? This is the collapsible one. I'm in the wrong one. Sorry. Just like scroll down. What is the one? Sidebar links. I on click. Set sidebar to false. I think it's supposed to be false. Okay, I just see. Click another one. Yep, so you can see that now it is working. Click on this, it changes and then it goes away, which is good. Okay, just love this. Okay, now even the ones under the orders, did I click like orders? The ones under the catalog, we want also to put if it changes, so you can just put the same thing to the ones under the catalog. To these ones, and you can also put it on this for the dashboard itself. Okay, now I think even the logo takes to, where does the logo take us? The logo should just put us to this /dashboard. Okay, it should also just do the same thing. If someone clicks it, should have also that, and like it closes. Okay, if someone else clicks like this, it takes us to the dashboard. Okay, just like that, but it closes. Now I think the scroll is due to these actually these icons, I guess. Okay, we shall fix that. Right now, let's first focus on like having this functionality working properly. Okay. Okay, so the icons, they change. Okay, and then like we have this, and then like at this point we don't have the horizontal scroll. Do you notice that? And we only have the horizontal scroll when we are onto the dashboard actually. Okay, I'm trying to see some problem. But you have the horizontal scroll only on the dashboard. When we go to other pages like customers, you see that we have a very neat stuff. Okay, so what's wrong with the dashboard? Okay, so just put back the dashboard. Of these things, which one seems not to be working right? So to know why the problem is, I'm just going to go back to responsive and go to this side of the dashboard of this dashboard and just go here, and we can take all of them one by one. So I'm just going to take off these small cards, take off these tables, take off the the charts, the small cards, and even the large ones. So I just only leave the heading. So with the heading on, you see everything is right. Okay, so you can see it is responsive. I'm just going to take back the large cards now, and I think they're the ones which are causing the problem. Okay, so the large cards, guys, they are very okay. There is no any problem. Let's go ahead, put the small cards. Okay, so the small cards have no problems. Put the charts, and I think this is the guy, maybe. Yeah, charts. Okay, so we have our charts actually. We have our charts here doing great. Okay, so of course is the big guy, the table. Okay, so it is the table. Yeah. Okay, so the table, guys, that is bringing the problems. Okay, now for this table right now, I'm just going to first think about it. It should have, I just go to this table. Okay, what do we have here on the table? I think here we should just give it the table itself should have a width of full. Okay, I don't know if it should just like be responsive. I don't know why it is not responsive, but we could just like have overflow scroll. I don't know, but it seems like this table branch is causing problems. It's supposed to have an overflow. I don't know why it is not already having that. Okay, we could check something from Flowbyte. Flowbyte. And let's check the tables. Okay, I thought it should be like responsive by default. That should be something that I'm surprised of. My machine is freezing, just a second. Okay, there is this here. I'm seeing here overflow scrolling. Let's go back to responsive view, mobile view. Yeah, it should just be something like that. Let's look at this code if you have to put something. Okay, so in this div you have overflow x auto. Okay, so for it there is nothing you put, you just put where we have this class relative, which is this one, but it is already having the overflow x auto. It is already on it. I'm wondering why it is not being right now. Like application is supposed to put the scroll, and for some reason the scroll is not being applied. Is it just because of this? Let me just put it just like remove this div and just like put direct. I don't know why it is not applying overflow, because at this point supposed to actually have the overflow. Let's see. I'm not seeing anywhere the overflow. Okay, so I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to work on this. Okay, right now I'm just going to do is simply go to the layout, to this page, and I can first like temporarily take off this table so that and you can see everything right now is really cool. What you should just, what you could also have is, I think, on the small screen, I don't know how they did this. They actually don't have the logo there. Okay, so what we could do is first we could have the logo here hidden. Okay, this doesn't look good at all. So in this navbar, okay, so besides where you have this this icon, since this is the flex and just justify between, I can just have like some other icons. So all these, let me see, we have these three icons, we have this, okay, and then we have, now we can have the logo. So you can just have like a link here, okay, which says whatever logo we have, and just have like here class name, and of course you also have like href, okay. We can have this to the dashboard. The class name want it to be hidden first of all, to only be hidden on SM. So SM hidden, okay. So if you put it there, we have it here, and I don't know why we are not having BG slate. Oh, I think we are having this still working, the 20 this. Okay, let me just first see this one should only work on SM. Okay, and let's see. Yep, so right now we have it looking really nice. We have the logo, and then we have these icons, and then we have like this. Okay, so we have this could be the logo. Let me first take it off and I see how this whole thing looks like. Okay, it also just like looks great. I don't know, it's up to you guys. You can add the logo, you can leave it. I just first leave it. Following this, they also did not show it, so we could just like leave it like that. But I just feel like we need just like a logo somewhere. Okay, we could just like really put something somewhere. Okay, this looks great on this screen so far, and you can see that I just hide this on this big screen. Okay, yep, so far right now we are having things moving on right. The sidebar is right, the responsive is on point, except only one problem we have is our table. So I will start with it in the next episode. Okay, I will start with it in the next episode. uh Thank you so much for watching this episode. I just like what we have done in this episode. We have done some great work, and everything is looking really awesome. Okay, and we still have this all working and coming up all nicely. Okay, we're having this really doing great. Okay, I love you guys. So thank you so much for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, and the most important thing is to hit that like button. Okay guys, I want to see the likes. Guys, hit that like button, and let's move on and share this content. Thank you so much. See you in the next episode.